streaming again. Probably can guess why. If you haven't, yeah. So basically, this is some theories on the cube. It's not one of those clickbait videos saying, yeah. Oh goody. Well, luckily I turned off all damage. All the way back here, aren't I? Yes. Anyways, so yeah, basically. Okay. Sorry for a second. I just go a little mute for a second. But anyways, and somebody's already sending me an invitation. Okay. Yeah. So basically, if you, oh man, totally screwed that up. But if you haven't been hiding underneath the rock for the past month or so, Season 6 came out in Fortnite Battle Royale, and it's pretty nuts. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, but anyways, so as you know, you've been up to date. Cube, just the Cube Island, whatever you want to call it, just now moved into this guy won't stop sending me invites. Anyways, just now moved. Now it's by Retail Row. Okay, if you don't know, it began in Loot Lake and went all the way over to the one by Pleasant, and then by Shifty, then by Fatal, and now it's going to Retail Row, and most likely it'll go to Wailing Woods, and then Lazy Links, and then we don't know. But as you know, the little runes that have been on the island, well, scattered across the map, left from the cube, was not in this island kind of state. It left these little ruins across the map, and they pretty much, now they're corrupted areas, as the game calls them. But I'm just gonna use this one. But like, as you can see, it looks really awesome. I think it was a really cool idea to have a floating island in the sky. But like, look, it's even broken and stuff. But like, anyways, if you haven't noticed, they go into the ruins, okay? And the ruins have these little energy marks, like right here, that can launch you. And that's energy, just like the cube, okay? Just like that big, I don't want to shoot it that much, because this is just like the cube. But anyways, it's just a little short burst of ground. And of course, these little, I believe that these little rifts, not rifts, these little mini islands, the ruins coming out, I believe it's taking up energy from those left behind by the cube. That's attached right there. Because as you can see, just a massive blob of energy completely right there. See, I'm going to try to go into it, and when I go into it, it won't let me into it. This, however, is not a trait of the cube, because it might just be pushing energy out towards it. But like the cube, it just bounces you completely away. And another little thing, shadow stones. These things are completely nuts. You turn into a living shadow, basically. You get to go around and stuff. It's pretty sick. But these things are like energy, just like the cube and stuff. Like, just like the ruins, they came from the ruins. Like, they came from the cube's energy left behind. Pretty much. I'll theorize them later, but what I think they are is, I think it's the cube is kind of like a virus. Because as you can see, it kind of like messed up the little ruins right here. But like, and also those little shadow stones, I think they're part of the virus to spread. Look, I don't remember, but when it was at Loot Lake, it didn't look like this. It's like, this little thing has been growing like weeds, and I mean that quite literally. So like, but anyways, it used to be smaller. It used to be like this is it. There's little sprouts, but now there's a whole bunch of it. As you can tell, it's been growing quite a bit. And as you can see, there's a little patch over there. And underneath the house, it's crazy underneath the house. It's nuts underneath the house. And of course, one weird thing is it does not follow the traits of the cube because it doesn't shock you back or anything. So I think it's kind of like the shadow shards. As you can see, it kind of corrupted the house. It was not like that before. And oh, this is new. It's just completely corrupted this area. So it's pretty nuts. But like, anyways, it's pretty nuts. I just wanted this to be a short little stream. You know, nothing much. Yeah, it's not that big of a stream. Not like one of those crazy. But I just wanted to share what I thought about the cube and all that stuff. And yeah, so pretty much like underneath it is pretty nuts. Like, it's pretty, like you used to be able to get through here and stuff. You probably already know that because most people are playing since season 5. Or 5 at least. Because like, yeah, you can still get underneath here, but like, that stuff's, it's pretty corrupted underneath here. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, well, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say. Is I think whenever it goes by the runes, I think it's collecting energy left over. Ooh, sorry. But like, I think it's collecting energy left over from the cube. And I think it's like a fungi, shadow stones. I think it's like, I think the players, here's what like I was thinking like the players might be like the bees going up into the hive. Because like we use the shadow stones, and then usually if you go to the one by here, usually you're gonna drop down, use the shadow stone, and go back up to the island up there. That's what I do if I come to this place. But it's pretty much. Let's talk a little bit about map change. It's not that big of a map change, except for temporarily, like that whole thing, for example. And then nothing wrong with the places it visits, unlike the cube, because at Tilted Towers, the cube went in. The cube went through a building, completely crashed it, and we still recovered it. So I mean that's kind of. This is next probably. Fly up. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. What I want to try to do though, is I want to try to drop something in here, like a star, and drop it, one weird thing, I'm sorry, I don't like going up on the second island, because it gives me a headache. Like, moving a whole bunch, just, it just hurts. These chests are nice. They're perfect. They're ready to go. Exactly. But anyways, so I guess that's enough. I'm just gonna show you guys what happened. You probably already know. nah, we're not gonna make it. But yeah, well, let's just look at some of the map changes. Yes. Well, let's turn into a cube theory video into what happened to the Fortnite matches. But so like, basically, I don't want to bore y'all, but I honestly don't know what happened in season 3. I honestly don't know. Don't really know what happened in season 2, but in season 4 they kind of started having more of a storyline and stuff. So pretty much is what happened in season 4. In season 4, a big rock hit the map, and it hit Dusty Depot, and there's little asteroids scattered across the map, and pretty much that's it. But like, that's pretty much it. And then season 5, there's these little rifts that came in, and they brought in this guy from the actual real world named Drift. He's a graffiti artist. Pretty much comes in. He's the one that painted the Durburger, and that's basically it. And then there's actually a lot of major map changes, but I was just characters. So they introduced Paradise Palms and Lazy Links, and then they introduced the Cube, which introduced the Cube, which then brought back, which then changed Tomato Town into Tomato Temple, and then the Cube basically went across all the map, creating these little runes, and it fell into Loot Lake, and then it arose and got stuck to the bottom of the island, and now it's like going back around to little ruins and all that stuff. Yeah, Tomato Temple came back, and they also introduced us to a new vehicle called it's called the golf cart. And season 4 they introduced the shopping cart. They also introduced rifts, which bring you back up to the sky as if you were just jumped from the battle bus. And they pretty much bring you, so you can pretty much fly almost wherever you want. And they also introduced rifts to go, which are little rifts and snow globes. And in season 6, they introduced nothing yet. They just made the runes more clearer, and the floating island, of course. That's just one place. That's just one place. So it's not really that major change, but it is a new place. Drop Scar. Yeah, so in season 6, nothing has changed yet except for Loot Lake. And the Retail Row, there's various not new map changes. Oh man, got him right in the face, but there's just decoration. One of the only major map changes is Loot Lake, and in Fatal Fields there's crops now, which is a very interesting concept. And here we are. Oh man, it's crazy gravity. But anyways. Oh, look at that supply drop. It almost landed right in the middle. That was nuts. And it's all gonna fall down in there, isn't it? Yep. There's another RPG, but I want that ammo. No, did it just get destroyed? Fine. Does nothing actually happen? It just destroys it, it just consumes it. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So it obviously obviously does not act as the cube would. No matter what you throw in there. It's not gonna shock you back, but it will destroy your weapons. As I just found out. So it will destroy your weapons. Let's see. Can I hit that? Sorry, I'm getting off topic, but it just consumes items. That's pretty much it. You're probably wondering why there's a giant hole in the first place and a giant whirlpool. Because so pretty much all the energy went back to the cube and this little vortex coming underneath it. It also has the little same energy as the little craters in the ruins. And this big hole is from the island. There used to be an island here. I'm sure you probably know that, but just for the people that don't. There used to be an island here, and that's kind of a recap. I think that might end this little live stream. Just have a good time. How did that not get destroyed? That actually not deserved. Ah. Well, I guess that's gonna end it.